How long did you say it took you to make that image?
Not even 45 minutes.
45 minutes. That's 45 minutes of time you wasted, bro.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, you
That's
didn't answer my
alright.
question. Do you use a vector pack or do you just like make your own?
Nah, I usually just make my own. Fucking those hands, the hands I got from fucking Vector online, and then I edited them because a lot of people don't realize that one of the hands is flipping you off.
The one that's like a third from the left.
Yep.
See that shit.
That's nice. That's fine.
But that's okay.
And
I won't
record.
be making no more images for you ungrateful sons of bitches.
That's a great way to start off the podcast. That's
All
exactly
I
how
hear
I'm
is
gonna
So
leave that in.
positive.
I'm gonna leave that in. It's crazy.
Criticize.
It's crazy how the second I hit record, that's what came out of your mouth. That's that's beautiful.
My wife worked
Wait, but
all
is that
day getting
really
30
crazy though?
bags.
No, it's not. Are you? Hey, Wolf, are you smoking?
What?
Hey, Wolf, are you smoking?
It's not a bad idea.
That's crazy.
So before you light that up, maybe go grab yourself another glass of eggnog.
Hell no, never again.
Eggnog. Oh yeah, what'd you end up putting in that eggnog? Did you put your alcohol in it, the one that you made?
Yeah, the one that I drank with alcohol in it didn't bother me. Another 3 days went by. I drank one without alcohol in it, just straight up eggnog, and when I tell you, like,
How old
by
is this eggnog?
midnight,
Yeah, I
it
was
is
gonna
not
say,
good.
was it the
Like,
same eggnog from 3 days before, or like?
I'll tell
I
you what
bought it.
happened. The alcohol
I bought it on
killed whatever was
Tuesday.
in the old eggnog.
I bought it on Tuesday.
Disinfected the shit out of the eggnog.
Hell yeah, disinfected the shit out of it. Fucking, I bought the
Oh,
shit
God.
Tuesday, drank the shit the same day, drank it again yesterday, and the shit was like, nah, bitch. I was like, well.
You know it's got
And
raw
now,
eggs in it, right?
Raw. Well, the topic of the day has been raw, I guess. I don't know.
lots of things have raw eggs in them.
Been hearing raw a lot.
Yeah, but
today.
you don't let them sit for 3 fucking days.
Hey, Sin, what does your shirt say?
I didn't make the eggnog.
Smalls.
Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. That's funny.
Oh yeah, man, I got a bunch of shirts like that, bro. I got like a whole closet of them. Joey just keeps buying
Hold
them.
on, I think he's here. I just heard a knock on the door.
That man said, room service.
There's controllers everywhere. One here, there's a gold one here. There's a console here. Sorry, I'm using the chair. I don't know. We haven't done shit.
We've been sitting.
We've been fucking sitting here. Wolf, are you smoking? Ugh. Are you almost done with that shit? Is that like, what do you call it? The cockroach?
Cockroach.
Ah.
Oh, are you waiting for me to finish?
No. I've been recording for a while, dude. Shit, fuck it. Elevated Minds,
That's a
episode
nice shirt your man's got on.
9. Me? Why?
He's got tan lines on his shoulders, indicating that he actually works when the soldiers are in the sun.
Yeah, man, over here
or he could just stand
behavioral
there.
analysis genius over there.
Or he could just stand there.
If he was going to stand there, he would go in the shade.
I don't know, man. Ever since you started smoking pot, it's been different.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh god. All right. So
We gonna crack an egg in a frying pan next.
today is gonna be a long one. See what I did there? I did the opposite of what I normally fucking do. That's good. That means you're gonna be here for like 30 minutes and call it a fucking day.
Oh yeah.
Every topic today is gaming related. Yes.
Yeah.
Just about, man. Just about.
Or at least it's supposed to
It's
be.
all games.
At
All
least
games.
it's supposed to be until a segue happens with some fucking, I don't know, beating Wendy the fuck up, Wolf.
I'm not asking.
Yeah.
Did you forget that? Did you forget you
I
had to
damn
beat
sure
Wendy the
forget. I
fuck up?
forget 90% of the shit I say.
Okay. The majority of our topics are recent things from this week. At least I think Sunday. The latest one is about Sunday, I think. Oh, no, yeah, we're not doing that. So the latest one is about Sunday. But our first topic is Cyberpunk 2077. I say that with a smile on my face only because I'm waiting for this game for about 6 years now. 6 years of my life just wasted
You've been just
playing,
talking about it all the time, man.
playing, other random shit, waiting for this. But that's fine, I guess. No, it's not. It's not fine. I feel like I've slowly developed cancer waiting for this fucking game.
Well, all right. Since you're on the topic of been waiting so long for Cyberpunk, before we get into this map, how do you feel about the recent reports that they're going
Jesus.
against what they said about the whole crunch time?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's an understandable thing. You
Here's my
got a
thing.
month or 2 months before the game comes
Here,
out. You gotta get it done.
yeah. So here's my thing. I said this uh earlier when I heard about that. All right. I've been waiting so long for this shit. You can push it back again. I'll wait a little bit longer. I'd honestly wait. I would rather see the shit in its perfect form, or in its best form, for what they could do with
He
it.
wants to see the
Then,
final form right up
r-
front.
right, then have a rush project at the end. There's a lot of video games where they do that, where they're like, yeah, we've been working on this game for years and years, and then towards the end they're like, yeah, we gotta push out a date no matter what, and they'll just rush it out. They did that with one of the Dragon Ages, didn't they? Was it Dragon Age? No, it was
They
Mass
do it with
Effect.
every game.
And
Every game, and it's not just Mass Effect. It's every game that comes out. Every game, you push that time back. Every time you push it back, somebody's always like, "Well, that thing we cut, we can put it back in now. We got enough time."
yeah,
And you always end up with a crunch time. No matter how much you push it back, you're just adding more stuff, and there's always stuff on the cutting room floor. I mean, at some point, you just have to say this is the day it's coming out, and we just need to get it done.
I agree.
I guess that's what
That's just, it's
patches.
just the
I mean,
industry.
that's what patches and add-ons are for, I guess.
I'm gonna tell you all about this game. The same thing I tell my children about dinner. It'll be ready when I fucking make it, and you still gonna eat it.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. Cyberpunk would be buying anyway.
They could be
Okay.
like, "This
Yeah.
shit's not coming out till 2022." Y'all be like, "Oh fuck, 2022, you gonna buy that shit?"
Shit. So the first thing I heard about this map was probably about a year ago.
This map that we're
And
talking about right now that was leaked.
yeah, okay, so CD Projekt Red came out and straight up said most people didn't explore enough of the Witcher 3 map. So we're not going that size again. We're cutting it down quite a bit.
Yeah, I heard
And
it was supposed to kind of be the size of a Grand Theft Auto map. This looks smaller than a Grand Theft Auto map to me. But then again,
it
we don't
is.
we don't know how far away this picture is. Um, that's one,
It
Dude,
two.
is. It
yeah,
is.
I look.
I'm gonna consider this one. All right, so one, two, three. I want to say four different
I feel
sections
like
of the
this
map,
map is
but
probably going to be the
they're all pretty
same
small.
size as like the Final Fantasy 15 map.
Final Fantasy 15. Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm willing to bet it's going to be about that same size.
I feel that.
it looks one countryside smaller than the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. Like one of
Yes,
those big
yes,
chunks, like
that
yeah,
yes.
like that.
That's what I
That's
was
what it
thinking.
seems to me.
That's what I was thinking. Uh,
And I'm fine with that. Any more space than that, you're driving everywhere and getting nowhere.
And we don't. Do we know if there's aerial vehicles in this game yet? There's obvious.
No idea.
I'm gonna assume there's no. It looks like water's only on one side of this map. I don't really see a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
water
the
here, so
Pacific Ocean.
I don't even think boats are gonna be here, bro. So it should just be
I mean,
cars,
I feel
motorcycles,
like the
stuff like
map
that.
is divided into that casual genre thing, like oceanside, mountainside, countryside. You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna be like
Like
getting a little
Pokemon.
taste of everything.
He said like Pokemon.
Yeah, like,
Is
you
this a
don't see no
segue?
water in Lavender Town.
Is this a segue?
No, No, it's not a segue. It's just like
I
Pokemon.
mean,
Rock
I
region, grass region, water region.
I mean, most games do that though, or at least most open world games.
yeah,
You'll see
absolutely.
different regions in the map.
I mean,
So
I'm
that's
good with that. I
not,
think it's a good size. I mean, from what I see, I think it's a good fit for the game.
especially depending on how immersive and long this game is gonna be. I don't know how much stuff they plan on adding into this game uh, after launch, but
They have said it will be shorter than Witcher 3. That a lot of people
oh,
didn't
that's
finish Witcher 3.
oh, I did. I finished Witcher three times
Oh yeah,
actually.
absolutely.
Finished it 3 times.
Yeah, but they said according to their data reports and everything, a lot
That'll
of people
be
didn't finish Witcher 3, so storylines could be shorter.
rip, rip. Well, but that's base story though. That's not including uh, everything that they're gonna add after the story. But imagine how much stuff they thought about putting in the game that they had to cut out just because they wanted to make the story shorter. You know,
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
that's probably gonna, you know, I'm not gonna say it's gonna suck because we don't know what the fuck the story is, so we can't really say it sucks not having it in a game.
It's got Keanu Reeves in it. It can't be bad.
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do they call him? The real life Jesus or some shit. They said he's like the next. Who was it? Morgan Freeman back in the day. Everybody was like Morgan Freeman's a saint. Now they're saying it's Keanu Reeves or something like that.
Morgan Freeman's still a saint.
Yeah, he
Thought he
is.
was like the fallen priest with the dark past, man.
You can
Trying
email him and he
trying to
will read
fight the
anything
evil.
for you for money.
Who? Morgan Freeman?
Yeah,
If I was
That's
Morgan Freeman, I'd
hilarious.
do that too.
What is
yeah.
it
He
like?
said
Like
he
like
How
a
much is he
thousand
charging?
dollars a syllable?
How much is he
I don't know.
charging? That's
He
hilarious,
didn't
though.
say flat out, but yeah, you can email him and he will give you a price to read whatever the fuck you want.
He's like, by the way, I'm gonna charge you for this phone call.
By
How
the
much
way,
money he probably made off of Ted.
since we're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about fucking
yeah. That's how that topic came up. Is because people are like, you do a lot of shitty movies. Why do you do all these crappy movies? He's like, I don't give a fuck as long as they're paying me.
all
You
right,
got a paycheck for me. I'll
since
read whatever you want.
we are talking about Cyberpunk and you did bring up Witcher, I don't know if you guys heard that Witcher, the television, not the television series, the Netflix series got renewed for 3 seasons instead of just two. Um,
Good.
Good.
yeah,
Toss
I
a
like
coin
season one.
to
I
the
like
witcher.
season one.
Oh,
It was
valley
good.
of plenty. Oh, valley
It
of
had a few changes in it, but I'm okay with that. I
plenty.
mean,
Yeah,
nothing bothered me in it.
yeah, I liked
I
it.
liked most of it.
Wasn't that bad. But I'm assuming everyone watched it though, considering everybody's like, yeah, yeah, it's nice. Who didn't play Witcher? Looking at Wolf.
To get
Looking at
into
I
it,
Wolf.
played.
didn't get
Yeah,
that
I
far.
played Witcher.
Huh? You said you've never played Witcher?
I played Witcher.
Oh, you did? Oh, probably.
Yeah, I played like the first 15 minutes of it or so because you were like, download it and play it and you'll like it. And then I did, and I did like it. But when you introduced me to that, that was about the same time that we started playing Destiny together, and we got wrapped up in that.
All right. I guess. I mean, I still beat The Witcher 3 times.
Of course, you still beat The Witcher. You have no life.
I have a life. It's just based on, video games, I guess. This
Hmm.
bullshit. This
You beat
bullshit
The
that
Witcher
we do.
you beat The Witcher three times.
Yes. Base
DLC and
story.
all.
Base story. I did
I
the
was
Oh,
gonna
DLC
say.
twice. I did the DLC twice.
that's
I
Um,
didn't think the DLC was good enough to play twice. So the second one was pretty good. The first DLC I thought was garbage.
I couldn't get into it, man.
at all?
I don't know.
Did
I
you
think I couldn't
did
get
you
to it on
pass
the
the
PS4. I
tutorial?
feel like I think I'm gonna wait to play it on the PC where it'll look a lot more beautiful because I think lately graphics are like extremely important to me. Like they're becoming more like I need to see things really nicely. Otherwise, like Final Fantasy 14, I just kind of
What are you expecting to
I
see? Are you expecting to see real life actors in video games? Like you want us to control real people?
no. I just want I
Nah,
just
man. It's
if you
got to
see
have
Final
that hair
Fantasy
physics
14
on.
on PS4 right now, it looks just like I don't know, lacking,
Oh
bro.
man,
But when I've
You
seen it
gotta
on
have that
PC, it looks so
Geralt hair
vibrant.
physics blown in the wind and shit.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
okay.
You know how much ecstasy you got to be doing? The man does mad ecstasy. Look at this game. It's so
All of the
Feel it.
What?
ecstasy.
dude. My hands are huge.
Jesus.
They can touch anything but themselves.
I am a Mikote now. Ah. Meow. Fucking ridiculous, man.
That's a lot of ecstasy.
All right.
Oh.
So, anyways,
All right, so earlier this week, Apex Legends released patch 1.47, and it introduced a bunch of, I want to say, nerfs to a lot of characters, but it, introduced a lot of skins for a lot of characters too. This patch doesn't include their Halloween event. Their Halloween event starts, I think, in 2 weeks. Um, but they did add a new limited time mode called Flashpoint, where it's on Kings Canyon, and all healing items are removed from the map in favor for massive zones around the map that regenerate your health and shields instead. Um, I haven't played it myself, but I have gotten feedback from some people that have played it who are, fucking Apex sweaties, and they say they love it, so it must be good. I wonder where they got that idea from in the first place, because that's not something that I would even think of. That's not something you've seen in any other battle royale game, at least. Fuck your shield. You can't heal that shit. You gotta just stand in this area. That's how you heal it.
well, I'm confused though. Like, what happens if you're fighting in that area? Is there just a certain amount of time before it starts the regen?
Probably it doesn't really say here. Actually, there's a different article here. You can keep talking. I'll read this article and let you know.
I mean, I imagine that if you're fighting in the zone that regens your health and shields, it's just a matter of burnout. I imagine they would just put it as a matter of burnout because the time delay would be okay. It would work. Oh, I took a hit. You got like 10 seconds or 5 seconds before your health starts regenning or whatever, just like on Destiny. Or it could just be a matter of you got to do enough damage to them fast enough to put them down before their shit.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't
And
that
it
like
worked for
really
Dallas.
eliminate like a lot of sniper rifles then? And
Okay, so the circle never stops closing. So once everyone lands, the circle just keeps moving. Um, it says right here, every other squad in the arena is going to have the same idea as you. So these zones are going to create massive multi-squad fights that bring the feeling of a team deathmatch to Apex Legends. Complete Apex Legends complete with health regeneration that evokes some of our favorite classic first-person shooters. So it doesn't even fucking tell you. That's literally the statement that's here. It doesn't even tell you.
mm,
Only one way to find out.
Play it. Play it. That's about it.
yeah,
That's
I'm
all you
assuming it's
get.
Man,
probably
that
got some
killing
kind of
joke
time delay
skin
on
looks
it.
incredible. I like that killing joke skin.
There's a fog
Okay,
out there.
so
Legendary killing joke skin. That's nice.
I mean,
yeah,
Flashpoint's
those are
all
dope.
well and good, but the nerfs I think are really the big part of the story.
Yeah, so the big part of this is two things: the nerfs and crossplay. So with this patch, they did release crossplay for console. It doesn't include PC, so it's just Xbox to PlayStation crossplay. Uh, for the nerfs, I'm looking
No,
for
it
Wraith
includes
in
PC.
particular. It does. I was hold on. Let me read
Yeah,
it
yeah,
again.
yeah. So it said specifically that if you join a party like on
It does
console
say
and you
PC.
join a
Yeah,
PC,
PC.
then you are put into a PC lobby automatically. It's just like Call of Duty.
It does say PC.
Yeah. And if you're in a console lobby, it tries to keep PC players all out, at least mouse and keyboard, as far as my understanding goes.
All right, and besides that, the one that everyone's really complaining about because everyone uses Wraith. I don't use Wraith. I'm not a Wraith player, but a lot you know the sweatiest players use Wraith and they use Wraith because of her small hitbox. But one of the things that they're nerfing is they're taking that small hitbox away. They're increasing it, and they also took away her Naruto run, which that sucks for you know the
Well,
the little.
it says specifically in there that the win percentages for teams using Wraith was so much higher
Oh yeah, it, it
than
was it was
everything
because
else.
of her hitbox. It was so low. It even tells you when, or it used to, when you picked Wraith, it would say that enemies have a lower chance of hitting you because you're tiny and you move around and all this other shit. But
Well, it's not her normal hitbox. It was the run hitbox because when she runs, she ducks forward,
oh
so
yeah,
it
with that
lowers the
Naruto run.
hitbox. Yeah, so they took that
Uh huh.
Naruto run away from her, so she stands straight up now when she runs. Which she makes her hitbox bigger as she's running. Wolf
All
over here,
right.
pass the fuck out.
Probably because he don't play Apex Legends no more. All right, other nerfs.
Talking about
I'm
Apex just
sorry,
the other
not
day.
nerfs. So there was a buff for Loba. Loba now has increased range for her ultimate, which means that her, what was it called again? Something about a
Shot.
supply box or something. I don't know. Whatever the thing is. Oh, black market. Fucking stupid. Her black market now has increased range. I believe it was
Yep.
like the immediate area around you before. They increased the hipfire spread on Devotion. That's good because shit, Devotion's hipfire was ass before. It was ass. Devotion increased hipfire
And
spread at base level, and also increasing the
yeah,
spread added while firing. Spitfire was increased for
yeah, to keep it equal with
recoil.
devotion, they they
Spitfire's
increased the
recoil
hip
was
fire but
increased.
decreased the recoil because
Triple
Spitfire didn't
take
need to be
was
nerfed.
nerfed. Triple take was nerfed. Reduced rate of fire to 1.3 instead of 1.4. Uh, yeah, I'm not
Pathfinder got nerfed.
Pathfinder. They nerfed a lot of people.
Yep.
I saw something on here about Bloodhound also. Hold
Bloodhound got nerfed.
on.
His ultimate when active went from 6 seconds to 8 seconds for cooldown, or for the tactical, while ultimate's active went
Yeah,
from
so
six seconds to
yeah,
eight
because
seconds.
because they used to like I used to hear people like doing it repeatedly. Like you can just keep pressing the button repeatedly and it would just keep
Yeah,
activating over time, but they changed that.
yeah.
Um, Besides that, we're not going to get way too deep into the patch notes. We definitely wanted to talk about Wraith though, but they added a bunch of new skins to the game for different characters, including what's the chick's name with the electric chick?
Watson.
Oh, Watson.
Watson. They added a bunch of Watson skins. They added Revenant skins, and every single patch without fail, they add things for Wraith, and I think it's because everybody plays Wraith. So Wraith has an abundance of different skins that you can get. But the Halloween event does go live soon, and they are gonna add a lot more stuff for the Halloween event, at least when it comes to cosmetics. So, if you like spending money on Apex, get ready because you're about to be poor. You're about to
They
be
added
poor.
a lot of quality of life stuff too. Like a lot of quality of life stuff. They put FPS trackers in it, latency trackers, IO trackers, stuff like that. The thing I was really impressed by is apparently they put in a system that tells what floor items, your party could use. So if you're not picking it up and you're going to ping it, it'll tell you if your buddy is holding like a gun that can take that pickup, so you can ping it for him. So you're not just pinging everything. Oh hey, I found this, I found that.
Yeah, just walking around like
We need this.
found heavy ammo, found shield,
Yeah,
found level 2 shield, found backpack.
yeah. It'll tell you,
Over and over and
if
over again.
that item will help out for a weapon they have and whatnot. I really like that. It's nice.
Especially for
I
a
like
battle
that
royale
Killing
game.
Joke skin that they got there on Caustic, man. That looks dope.
hmm Apex Legends is a good battle royale game, man. I like it a lot. Speaking of battle royale games,
Might
fuck that
try
shit
it.
now. We moving on to Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's how I did it. Like how I did that.
Call
That
of
was
Duty
nice. I
time.
like that.
8-ton gorilla in the fucking room.
All right. Everybody who's been to my YouTube page forever knows that Call of Duty is always somewhere in a fucking video. Somewhere in a video, we talk about Call of Duty, or I'm playing Call of Duty, or somebody's playing Call of Duty. So for this one, we're gonna specifically talk about the zombies mode and the blackout map that's coming with the new Halloween event. I believe the Halloween event goes live October 20th. Uh, Topher can confirm that. I definitely stopped playing Modern Warfare not too long ago. Actually, 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I stopped playing Modern
And I
Warfare.
play it for like 4 hours on the weekend, and you make it seem like I'm playing it like all day.
You do. You play it a lot, dude. All right. So, according to the gaming merchant, Warzone is set to
Maybe
receive a
like 2 days a
zombies
week,
royale
maybe.
mode with the haunting of Verdansk event. During this event, Verdansk will reportedly bear a nightmare appearance is shown in some of the season 6 trailers. Moreover, the nightmare setting will not just occur in the zombies mode, but also across other game modes. So this zombie theme is probably going to carry over to multiplayer also. Uh, so I mean, I like how they're immersing everybody into the event. That's nice. It's not just a battle royale thing, at least. That's good.
Yeah, I'm excited for the new map. I think it's about time. The old map is kind of getting stale, especially they haven't shaken anything up. The whole stadium opening up thing was supposed to really create new areas for play, and honestly, it was cool for a couple days. Then after that, you're like, all right,
No, it's just the stadium's open now, so we're not just playing on
yeah,
top of it.
yeah, it's pretty much a death trap, anyways. You're inside the stadium, you're gonna get shot, from the fucking top. So no one plays the middle of the stadium. You have like the circle around it, and then the top is pretty much land and die. It's just a fucking vicious cycle over and over again. And then the subway system they added, it's nice. It still has a glitch though. They said that for the battle royale, if you went to the train, it wouldn't drop you off at a station that was in gas. But of course, it still drops you off at a station that's fucking in gas.
Nice.
So it's kind of broken right now. Hopefully, they're gonna fix that soon.
They're gonna have to. That's got to be
Uh,
something that's done immediately. That's gonna piss a
dude,
lot of people off.
everyone's calling this season the season of bugs. Like the AS Val is broken.
Oh yeah, I heard about
The
that sniper rifle.
R700's broken. Yeah, well, they say they have a patch for it, and supposedly it's going to be out, relatively soon. They say this week. So we'll see
Find
when
out
that
in 2 weeks,
happens. Yeah,
big
the
bro.
the Val can shoot through all walls. The sniper rifle has complete hit scan. It's not supposed to be.
Mhm.
It's just
Hilarious.
it's buggy right now, man. But you 250 gigs.
They'll fix it. Uh,
It's just like Destiny said. You got too much content to try to keep track of everything.
250
oh,
gigs and
okay, all
50
right.
of
So
it is
I'm
3D.
250
I'm
gigs.
reading along, and it says here that there's also going to be a new game mode, which was featured in the season 6 video. Be the last team with a human alive to win. I'm assuming this
Oh,
is
terrible
uh,
timing.
Zombies Royale. Players turn into zombies on death, but can become human again by consuming fallen players' hearts. It has hearts in quotation marks, kind of.
Yeah, that
That's
sounds
dope.
like
That actually
that's
sounds
I'm excited for that, man. I'm gonna install that just for Halloween.
that's crazy. You're about to install it just for this. I mean,
Just for Halloween,
I
bro.
think it's a good idea, but I'm not gonna just start playing Call of Duty for this because then again, it's limited time. So when this is over with, then what am I gonna do? Say, ah, yeah, fuck Call of Duty, you know?
Bro, 200 gigs to the win, bro.
You
Go
about
to
to
win.
download 250 gigs just to play an event for like a
You
week and a
know,
half, and they
that's
call
that's
it.
what high speed internet's for, man.
Oh
For
man.
real. I
All right.
agree. I agree.
So as I'm, still going down this article, it also says further down, Blackout from Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 4. Alcatraz might also be coming to Warzone, but I'm not sure if that's talking about Warzone, Modern Warfare or Cold War, because it doesn't specify here. But it says that it's due to some leaks and data mining. Apparently, that's stupid. Stop data mining everything. Stop spoiling everything for people, yo.
Well, if it got data mined, I mean, I'm sure it'll probably be part of the Cold War
Yeah, I'm thinking
war
Cold
zone. It
War.
was it was a big hit for him in Black Ops
I'm
4, so
yeah.
I'm not
Oh yeah,
surprised.
Alcatraz was fired. I loved Alcatraz. But I was saying it's Cold War because of how late it is in Modern Warfare's lifespan. At least it's not going to get that many updates after Cold War comes out. So um,
Yeah,
I don't
no,
see why they
no.
would add
From
it
my
there.
understanding, Modern Warfare or Warzone is still going to be Warzone, but it won't have the Modern Warfare map anymore. It'll go to Cold War. They
Yeah.
haven't
So
said if they're
so
going to give
what
you an
map is
option.
it? What map would it be? Or if they're taking that over there to Cold War, what are they going to
Well,
do with it?
no one said the Cold War maps are coming out exactly when Cold War launches. It could still be Modern Warfare map for Warzone for a month or two. We don't know. They haven't
That's
said
true. Yeah,
anything
they
yet.
didn't say Battle Royale was coming out with Cold War. That's true. I
But
think
yeah,
they
we're
I
just
think they
kind of
did
waiting
with
on that.
I think they did that with Black Ops 4 actually. Like Blackout didn't come out with the game. It was just multiplayer. Like we were just playing multiplayer for
Yeah,
fucking months. And
yeah.
then eventually Blackout came out.
And, I think it's a good strategy for them anyways. It gives, time for players to play the multiplayer, instead of just going straight to the BR and skipping the multiplayer. And it's more money for them. They're going to get more money out of players buying the multiplayer, playing it for a month or two, and then releasing the BR. And then they're going to go over to BR and, spend all their money on skins and everything. So it's just more money for them. Better strategy.
Get off my screen. Reminders. Over here reading shit. Fucking reminders.
But before
When
we get to
was
the
the
next
last
topic,
time you scanned?
you guys were bringing up Halloween and everything. What do
Right.
you guys think about PlayStation copping out on the Halloween games?
What do you mean?
Because they went with, for the free games this month, they went with Vampire
Yeah, it's
and Need
Vampire
for
and Blood
Speed.
and Bloodborne too. Well, Bloodborne was like
Did
No,
they do
I got
Bloodborne already?
they did, but it was like I think they might have patched it, but I grabbed Bloodborne while it was free, like real quick. It was like real fast. It
Yeah,
was like a day or two.
I
Like it was
remember.
3 games up.
I didn't like it, bro. I really didn't like
I
it.
think
I don't
it's
know.
I think it's cheesy as fuck.
Yeah, it
I
felt
mean,
really
I think it's
like
cheesy as
I
fuck.
don't
I mean, I
know.
get it. You're trying to stick with the whole Halloween theme, so you put out some, supposedly Halloween games. What is it, Vampire and what was the other one? I completely forgot. That's the
this
only
was
one I
Need
don't.
for Speed, and that's what
Need
I'm
for
saying.
Speed?
It did that.
That's stupid.
Did they cop out by doing Need for Speed instead of another fucking Halloween game, or is it just a diversity thing? Because Xbox didn't do that. I don't remember what Xbox put out, but both the games were Halloween themed, like 100%.
Need for Speed. So Vampire and then Need for. Those are two completely different games.
That's what I'm
Completely
saying.
different.
I don't know. I
Why?
don't know how I feel about it.
Why Need for
On
Speed
one
Which
though?
hand, I'm
Need for
okay with
Speed
it.
is it?
Uh,
Are there talks
Payback,
of another Need for Speed game coming out sometime in the future?
pretty soon.
All right,
Pretty soon.
that's probably why right there.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that
probably why
makes
right there.
sense. Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I mean,
because
you
they
ever
did
notice they
because
do that with movies too? Like when a new movie's coming out, you'll notice like all the streaming services will like show the old ones.
they did the
Like
same thing
the
with
parts before.
they did the same thing with Black Ops 4. When Black Ops 4 was about to come out, they put Black Ops 3 free in the store. So
That
Yeah.
makes yeah.
so I get that.
We see what you're doing. We're watching.
But speaking of Sony and Sony decisions,
Hmm.
the next topic we got is the Sony change for the confirm and cancel button
How dare
in
you?
Japan.
Yeah.
That's
How
right. I
dare
did
you?
it. I did it. Because you were
How
just sitting
dare
here
you
taking too
segue?
long, man.
Oh, we were talking about Call of Duty. I could talk about Call of Duty all day, even though I don't play this shit anymore, especially Modern Warfare, bro. I could just sit here and just have a conversation
Man,
about Call of Duty, man, and
I
I would be
can't believe
okay
this
with
is
it.
such a controversial thing though, bro. Like this
All
is
right, so
just
in Japan,
why?
Sony is changing the confirm and cancel buttons, and a lot of people aren't happy. So traditionally in Japan, their confirm button on their PlayStation controllers has been circle, or I guess what would you call it? O, Topher? Is that what you said? You said O.
O circle.
O
It's
Yeah,
supposed to be
yeah, yeah.
cross and circle.
cross.
Cross and
But
circle.
they're moving
That's
it
what they
to
call it.
they're moving their confirm button to the Western traditional of the X button. Um, I don't see it as a big deal. I mean, I understand that there's going to be a bit of adjusting because you're used to doing something. You've been doing it for so many years now. You got to change your routine. I get that, but it's not that big a deal. It's literally the press of a button, bro. It's literally the press of a button. It's
Yeah,
not
I
that big a
mean,
deal.
there's
Here in
certain
America,
games
we've been
when you
dealing with it
play
for a
them
while.
now they got the button reversed already in the actual game. So it's
Hmm.
like if you're playing like JRPGs, sometimes you notice it that they switch the buttons, but
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. It's not really a big issue to me.
even in games
Because
that they
I'm used to
release here,
swapping.
right? Even in games that they release here in America, sometimes the confirm button is circle instead of X, and I don't judge that shit. I roll with the punches, man. It's a button, you know. I'm okay with it.
If
The
you can handle
first game I
playing Nintendo
remember.
Switch in your PS4 owner, you've already. It really doesn't matter because those are swapped. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like you
yeah,
notice that where the
especially if
X
you're on
and
the
the
Switch.
circle
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're used to that.
that's true.
I think people are getting a little crazy about it.
I
They're
haven't
just
played my
like
Switch in
taking
a
it
while,
over
but
the
yeah,
top.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
get that shit.
remember, a Devil May Cry was that way when it originally launched on PlayStation. You know, like a lot of the Japanese games have just always been like that. I don't know if it's a big deal to us. I guess it is to them because they don't play a lot of American games. I know that the Japanese titles sell a lot better in Japan, obviously. But do they not play any American games? I know Fallout sold pretty well over there, but that was probably mostly PC.
I'm reading these quotes on on Kotaku, and I can't believe that how overreacting they're getting with it. You know what I mean? It's like one of these quotes here is saying what is it? Oh,
You've ruined everything.
at least they're making it uniform. Japan has been defeated. Like, bro, it's not that serious. It's a button change. Come on, we're not talking about taking out a whole country here. You know,
Who did that?
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't see it being as that big of a deal, but I mean, then again, you know, how would we feel if they changed it on us? I don't think I can play it that much. I'd be like, okay, this is just kind of
It
bullshit.
would be
But
a nuisance for like a week, and then I really wouldn't care anymore because my brain would just adapt to it. Like, okay, another challenge of a video game, no biggie. I mean, I play
What?
Joey can't
Huh?
understand
What are they selling? Huh?
how I play inverted. You know, she'll pick up my controller and she'll try to play for me, and she'll be like, "But you're inverted. I don't understand this." And I'm just like, "It doesn't matter to me if it's inverted or not. I'll figure it out. I'll adjust on the fly." But some people just
okay.
don't like
I do the
change,
same
bro.
thing.
My statement on the whole inverted thing is inverted is the correct way to play because everyone says when you fly a plane, you fly it with a fucking, you know, a stick.
You know what?
Well,
I
when
think
you're
only
playing a
Ace
video
Combat
game,
players can understand that or something. I think that's what it
when
is.
when you're playing a game, you're moving a fucking stick. You're moving an access stick, you know? So
Yeah.
it should be inverted. Sorry, it should.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when you're running and you're going forward and you want to go up, I see it like a jet. Like I'm the jet and I'm
Yeah.
flying up, so I pull back on the throttle. I mean, I
Hmm.
pull back on the joystick, man.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. It just seems natural to me, man. That's the way to do it. But honestly, people see it as like crazy sometimes. So just
So
pick
over
it up
here,
and
he
just
obviously
be
disagrees.
You're a
aghast.
nerd. Okay, so what I do, um, I don't mind inverted controls at all. But I normally stick to using inverted controls when I'm doing anything in a vehicle or like swimming, which I don't really fucking do, or flying a plane. If I'm using an actual character, and I'm on foot, then I'm sticking with the
Hmm.
regular controls, bro. But even if everything is inverted, I can adjust. I'm okay with it. I'm just not.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I can play non-inverted. It's just I got to think about things.
What do you mean you gotta think about things?
Like when I'm looking around, I have to actually think about it not being inverted. I have to.
Oh
It
yeah,
takes
yeah,
a
yeah.
second to
Yeah,
process that.
that's
You
what I'm saying.
know.
But it's just an adjustment, and eventually you can adjust to it. That's the whole thing. So I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand why it's such a big uproar. That it's changing from Circle to X.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I don't get it either. But you know, if it's a big thing to them, I mean, I understand that it's you know it's definitely a big change for them, and it's a cultural thing. You know, they've always had it. I mean, it's a Sony decision. It's not like it's an American company like Xbox.
right.
You know, had been putting it out for years, and all of a sudden, like, you know, you will conform to American standards. Sony made this decision. You
Ain't got
know,
nothing to do with
Sony
me.
is, you know, Sony's 100% a Japanese company,
Ain't got
and they
nothing to
made
do
this
with me,
decision.
fam. Nothing to
So
do with me. Blame me for that
I
shit.
think it's more of a convenience thing for them that they don't have to change inputs for, you know, different sectors of the country, especially now that we're going to you know, what do they call it before, where you had different areas of the world for video games. You know, you had like an EU release, an American release, a Japanese release, and an
Yeah.
Asian release.
Hmm.
They're rid of that. It's all
And
just one
Australia.
release now.
And then a
Yeah, in
different one in
Australia.
Australia.
Yeah. And now that they're going into more of a uniform release across the world, it's just one of those things that one less thing for them to do.
I feel that takes less off of the developers.
Yeah, I know it's a small thing, but anything you can get rid of, it's just a free box checked for you.
I get it. Hey, Wolf, you got anything to say? What you're tired of?
I know, bro.
I
You
mean,
disappeared, now you're
the
just
way I'm
chilling, bro.
looking at this,
Hmm?
the way I'm looking at this whole button switch thing is essentially like it's not a huge deal, but I get why somebody would complain because like it's right up there with like say you've been sleeping with the same person for like 6 months. You didn't keep banging that person for no reason. Obviously, you like what they have presented to you, so you're still banging them.
Wait, I'm
And then
sorry.
you
The
come
fuck
back
what?
month
I,
six.
I I left for a second, and I come back, and all here is well. There's a reason why you're banging this person. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, let's
What
let's
did you
be
do?
honest here, Wolf. You still banging the same person. They just decided to shave their fucking shit instead of leaving it bushy. Is it that big of a change?
Exactly, it's not a huge change, but for some people that would upset them. Like,
No,
how
I
many
feel you.
how many
I
dudes
feel
do
you.
you hear if my girl shaved her head, I wouldn't want to have sex with her anymore?
Me?
I mean, it depends. It depends. You gotta have you gotta have
Me?
you gotta
You
have the
got those
head
guys
for
that
a
would
shaved
adapt
head, bro.
on the
Like
fly.
there's no ridges, there's no bullshit. You gotta have the head for a shaved head. It works that way. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's facts. You got to have the head for a shaved head. But
Ain't
the
nobody
point
got
is,
ain't nobody
you
got
see
a
how
head shaped
some
like a milk
people can
jug.
adapt faster than others.
It's
It's the
gotta
same
be.
thing
What
for
is it? Gotta
butts.
be extra shiny and perfect. It's gotta. You gotta have that.
It's got to
You said you want.
it's
You
got to
said if
have
you
no
That.
bald, it's got to
veins
be
in it.
shiny. You
It's
said
gotta be perfect.
Like
It
if
was
she
like
coughing
that.
and
Like
see
that.
veins in her head, that's
Like
fine.
that
Sorry, I
Captain
shaved
Picard.
yesterday.
Is it?
It's
Is
not
it
your
like
head
the
shiny
not
Captain
shiny
today.
though.
Picard?
Your head not shiny
Yeah,
though.
I
It's
shaved yesterday. I didn't shave today, so it's not
Jesus.
shiny today. Sorry, my bad.
Jesus.
We were supposed to do
Imagine
this yesterday, not today.
You gotta shine it
imagine
before it
getting some
Come
work.
head
Okay.
and gripping somebody's scalp.
Okay.
It's just scalp.
Uh,
That doesn't sound satisfying to me. I feel like I'd be grossed out.
You
like
got.
the
You gotta have that Jean-Luc Picard head, bro, to have a shave
you
head, bro.
talking about the
Dude,
barbershop
he
scene?
waxes that shit. He has to.
You
It
talking
has
about
to
the
be extra
barbershop scene in Bugs
shiny and
Bunny?
precise.
Are you doing?
See, this is why I don't speak on these things though, because now we've segued into shaved heads.
Oh no,
Yeah.
we ain't segued into that. I can talk about that for a while, bro. Like
That
Jesus.
man's
shaving
head is crazy.
rituals and fucking practice. Oh, dude, we
Jeez.
could make a fucking podcast about that shit.
Lord.
Oh man, this
Sounds
man.
like Topher wants to make
That
his
man
own
said
podcast
SpongeBob.
Yep.
about
So
shaved
All about
what's your
heads.
shaved
position
heads.
on the whole bald versus shaved debate?
It's gonna be called the Shaved Head Podcast.
Oh, y'all missed it. A week ago, I would have had my fucking curls.
Lord.
I trimmed
Lord.
my mustache. I don't have
Oh
my
shit.
curls right now.
You talking about
It was
the
too
old the
long.
old French
It
curl?
just got too long.
The old French curl?
No, I don't let it get that long. I only let it get long enough to kind of fucking curl out and actually use
Oh.
some fucking beard oil in it and shit.
That man look
But
like
yeah, no,
hipster
I don't let
Hagrid.
it wrap around.
You said he looked like hipster Houdini. What'd you say?
Hell
You look
yeah.
like hipster Hagrid.
Hipster Hagrid.
You're
Lord.
a wizard, Harry.
Dude, I would kill for his hair, man. If I could grow long hair like that, I totally would. Like Sin, if I
That
could get
beard,
fucking long hair like that,
Hagrid's
dude.
beard is crazy, bro.
Hell yeah.
You like that long hair?
Dude, last time I had long hair was in fucking high school, dude. I had fucking hair down to my shoulders and shit.
Okay, we're talking about 60 years ago when Topher was in high school. We're gonna move
That's
on
right.
to
That's right.
Whoa, man. Whoa. Come on. You dissing me there too, bro.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah. We're gonna keep to the
Or just
topic
mad because
with
he can't grow long hair.
I mean not beard. My beard doesn't grow long. And I barely got a beard. I got this. Shit, but
Gotta get you one of these, boy. One of
but
these
like
right
I
here,
said,
man.
we still talk about fucking beard, you
Once you get one of these, you can get your own
shit.
ship. You can captain your own crew. You can take over any island you want, man. Flying all of, I
Oh
refuse
shit.
all of this. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Refute.
I just
Refute.
I
You
I,
He
s-
said
I
refute
sit
all this
refuse.
around and
information.
I
He said
draw
refuse.
things all day. Look. I draw little sloth
Get
characters.
closer. Get it closer.
Okay, there you go.
Is that Alvin?
Too close, too
Nothing in his
close.
pocket.
Too
Too
close, too
close.
close.
Who's that, Alvin?
To the left.
Hold on, I can't see it. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Perfect.
There you
Good.
go.
Look, this is what I do all day. I just draw.
Is that
I
Alvin?
understand why you play so
It's
much
just a
Gambit
little
now.
sloth
Is
in a hoodie, bro.
Oh, it looks like Alvin the Chipmunk dressed up as Michael Jackson from Thriller.
No, it's just a little
Not
sloth.
hearing none of that. That man moves weight.
And then later I can bring it into Photoshop, turn it into a graphic, and I'm good to go.
And in between those times,
Spell Photoshop.
he's trapping.
You really want me to spell Photoshop?
Nah, you can't. All right, see, y'all did it. I tried to,
LESBINS.
I tried to keep the topic on PlayStation and Sony, but y'all fucked it up. Fucking bums, bunch of bums.
I don't know which side on your camera he's on, but over
Who, me?
here, this guy right here. Wait, let's see. When I point to
He's
this,
pointing
who am I
to on my
pointing to?
screen. Fuck yeah.
You're pointing to
Nobody.
no one. There's not a soul over there.
What's that? Wait, who am I pointing to over here?
Wolf.
That's Wolf.
Okay, there you go. This guy right here. That's all him.
That's
It's
hilarious.
not my fault.
Who am I
It's
pointing
not
to
my
right
fault.
here?
This weed you sold me, man.
I assume it's different on everyone's end, so I got
Apparently not for me and Topher. Apparently we in the same fucking
Yeah.
spots.
Really?
It's always the same for me.
For
I'm
me,
wherever
Wolf's
I
over
am, I'm
here and
surrounded by
Sora's
other
over
Indians.
here.
Oh no, I'm up top on mine. I'm up top next to Topher.
Ooh, I'm
Anyway.
stomach. Oh no.
Shit, fuck y'all, man. All right. Going back to Sony and PlayStation, topic of discussion
Yeah.
now is
let's get
PlayStation
to
5,
the heated discussion.
the
And
meat
by
and
heat,
potatoes.
let's talk about a certain console that maybe is just a little too hot for the customer right now. You know what I
Too
mean?
hot. The
Let's
only
talk
one that's too
about
hot right now
too
is the
hot.
Xbox. Right now.
Yeah, let's talk about
right
that,
now.
bro. Just talk a little bit about that. Let's
Critics
talk
are
about how the
saying
PS4 is doing
the
it so much
PS4
better.
than the Xbox.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, what would you guys rather have? Would you guys rather have that massive box that the
Oh,
PlayStation is?
Any day, bro. I
Would
would
you
rather
rather have the hotter
I would
console?
rather that sucker be the size of an HP printer, okay, and be
I'm with
cool.
you.
Than be this tiny little thing that's the size of an Alexa smart home device that pretty much it looks like it's always listening when I look at the picture of it. You know what I mean?
And fucking heats up your entire apartment.
It heats up my entire. I don't need my entertainment system lighting up on fire in the middle of the night.
It's fucking
Like
0 degrees in the middle of winter and fucking
I
snowing
just feel
outside.
like
But you
it's
don't need the heater on
size.
because you got an Xbox.
It's the size, bro. It's too much tech for such a little chassis like that, bro. They just should have given it more space, more fans, bigger heat sink,
One fan, one 130 millimeter fan in the
Yeah,
Xbox Series X.
so if you're considering hiding an Xbox Series X console in your TV cabinet, think again. Microsoft's new console apparently runs so hot it doubles as a fireplace. Like that's fucking hot, bro. That is
That's a
hot.
statement, bro. That's a statement.
Fucking hot.
That's hot.
That's a
all right?
statement, bro.
The Series X is
That's
significantly
fucking-
smaller than the PlayStation 5. Microsoft came up with a very neat design with one single 130 millimeter fan pumping out hot air from the top of the console.
That's hotter than a principal's breath.
Bro,
And
you get yourself a little one of those little Monster Hunter rotating things and just put a little piece of meat on there and just cook while you're playing your games, bro.
I remember that.
While you're playing some Destiny,
I
bro,
remember
just
that.
let some meat cook, bro. Put a little
Fry
sauce on it.
fry an egg on the top of your console.
Absolutely.
A
Man.
month ago, I thought it was the other way around. I thought the Series X was going to be the big, bulky console, and I thought the PlayStation 5 was going to be the smaller, sleeker one.
I don't think I understood the scale when I first saw the Xbox Series X. I figured it was that shape but large. Like I was like,
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be like maybe half a tower size type of large.
That's what I thought
and it's
too.
not, bro. It's just
Yeah,
tiny,
tiny.
bro.
Microsoft was like, "Psych, you thought."
Yeah, bro. I think we need to get out of the idea of smaller is better. Like, bro,
That's only
phones are
good when
getting
it comes to
bigger. I
phones.
think consoles should take a hint from that.
And what's the most is they were saying these Xbox games they were running on this console were current gen. They weren't even next gen consoles or next gen games.
Yeah. Let me read this.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
That's scary.
Now, could that be like an update thing that maybe can fix that kind of thing, or is that
There's
something that's just stuck with
no
it?
way to fix that. All you can do is put a faster fan in, or
right, but then like you're
more
gonna be dealing
airflow.
with a bunch of people bringing their consoles in for a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
they were too worried about a quiet console than about heat, and they basically said,
I'd
okay, this
rather
is
it
good
be
enough.
loud and big, man, all day. I don't care. I'll deal with the noise,
I
the
agree.
fans. I don't care.
And is this one of those things that Sony went with a bigger console frame because they are thermal throttled, so they had to, and I'm okay with that. I thought it was going to be the opposite, and they were going to have problems with thermal issues. They're saying no. They're saying that the PlayStation is just so big and has so much air moving through it that it doesn't have thermal issues. So, I was worried about the PlayStation when I should have been worried about the Xbox.
Right.
But I'm happy to hear it because PlayStation is my first choice. So,
Mm-hmm.
Just been a fan for too long, but I'm not gonna. I had the Xbox 360 when when what was it? It was the PS3 at the time, I think, was the alternate for the 360. Yeah, and I remember. Yeah, I specifically remember getting an Xbox first, and then later buying a PS3. And so I mean, I'm open to switching consoles for whatever's gonna give me the best performance, bro. But I guess I'm just sticking with Sony this time, man. They won.
well, okay. See, for me,
I
because
mean, it's
I
fair,
have a
bro.
gaming PC. So for me, you got two options. You can go the all Microsoft route, where all their first party titles, and a lot of their third party titles, if they sell it on Xbox and Windows, you get it for both. You buy one copy, you have it on PC, and you have it on your Xbox. So it's nice if you PC game primarily, but there's just certain games you just want to sit back and your recliner and play on your television. That's great. Or you go the PC and PlayStation route. So now I get all the exclusives because they're going to put all their first party titles on PC, barring maybe one or two, and you're not missing out a whole lot if they do that to you. And you still get all the exclusives for PlayStation.
Yeah.
So me personally, I go the PC route and the PlayStation route. Best of both
Exactly.
worlds.
That's literally my frame of thought. Probably a little bit different. I don't know. Um, I base mine off of exclusives pretty much. So I have no problem
Mhm.
buying a fucking Xbox. I've always said that. Like, I have no problem buying it. In fact, I got an Xbox One in the house, and I told myself when I bought it that I would only buy Xbox One exclusives with that Xbox. And since I bought that Xbox, I don't really have a lot of games on it.
Haven't bought anything.
Don't really have a lot of games on it, mainly because if it's on Xbox, I probably play it on PC. So there's no point
Yeah.
getting it on Xbox. So all of those exclusive games and all of those, AAA titles, I'm normally buying either on PC or on my PlayStation. I really don't have a use for the Xbox right now. It's kind of just a big ass paperweight. It's just sitting there.
Man,
Man called it a
outside of
paperweight.
It's
Jeez,
just sitting there right
they
now.
don't
Sunset
get any simpler.
Outriders, outside of Sunset Outriders and
Sunset
fucking
Overdrive?
Halo 5. Yeah, there you go. Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. Which it's funny, Insomniac is owned by fucking by Sony
PlayStation.
now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, aside from those two games, there's not a lot of exclusives I care about on Xbox.
Pointless. Way pointless. Shit. Did we talk about the PlayStation? I see we
But
definitely hit the nail on the head for
while
the
we're on the topic of exclusives, I gotta ask this.
what?
Did it matter that Microsoft bought ZeniMax? Is it a big
Okay,
deal?
so we're talking about this. Okay.
Just
Because
real quick, I know we can make it a topic on something else on a whole other podcast.
okay.
We can do this
All
for a
right.
while, but
All right.
did it matter?
They're the ones that
I'm
the
gonna
ZeniMax makes. Was it?
Bethesda, bro. They brought
Bethesda,
Bethesda, bro.
ID.
They brought Bethesda,
Oh,
bro.
okay. The
So
ones that brought us was
Fallout,
it that was Fallout 76?
Elder Scrolls, Prey, Evil Within.
So
I can go. You want to keep going? Because you
Yep.
kind of interrupted.
yeah, no, that's a big
I'm gonna
list.
say yes, but we'll talk about it later. I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. The reason why I asked that question is rumor is They're after Bungie. They've been after Bungie
Really?
for a while to come
Well, I
back.
mean, yeah, I was about to say that
They
makes sense
want
though.
Bungie.
I'm about to say that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, as Destiny players, is that a big deal for you? Like,
Well,
if it
Here's
went
the
the
thing.
other way,
You
because
already know my answer.
Destiny,
I've been saying for weeks, guys, let's play Destiny on PC. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm okay with it. But uh
that
for
I'm
that
the
fine
is,
with playing
I
Destiny
think
on
that's
PC
the flow, right?
anytime.
We're all going to be making that transition soon
right.
enough. So
I've been saying that for a while.
I mean,
bye to the console, man.
only
I'm still
problem with
gonna.
transitioning now to the PC is Beyond Light I bought on PlayStation.
Yeah,
So I
same.
gotta buy it again for PC at
Same.
some point.
Nah, shit, yeah, we'll have to. We'll have to if we're gonna do that transition.
At some point, yeah. I'm gonna wait for it to probably get a little cheaper. I don't want to pay fucking $60 for it right now. When it becomes like 30 or 40, that's when I'll pick it up for PC.
All right, I'm down. Uh
But yeah. So
oh yeah, we were talking about the
we already know what your
PlayStation.
answer is. We
Me?
already know what your answer is, Sorg. You bought it on launch.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation. Right. Yeah. I'm buying it. Dude.
So
I bought the PlayStation already.
Wolf, you also got one on launch. He passed the
Wolf,
fuck out.
yeah, Wolf is
Yo,
sleeping.
he's
He's really
knocked
sleeping right now. That's
out.
crazy. Well,
Man.
he did say he's sick. I'm just gonna chalk it up. I'm just gonna chalk it up to his
Yeah,
sickness. We did.
Yeah,
I
he ain't been
kind of
feeling well.
I did text him and was like, "Hey, we pushed this back for you, so bring your ass." So he kind of just jumped in
I'm
here
just
because I told him to.
I'm kind of shocked because we didn't notice right away. Like,
Oh well,
it's just
we were talking
I've
about
been
shit, bro.
I've been
I'm pretty
sitting
sure.
here doodling
We've
and
been
like I'm listening and I'm like
I guarantee you,
yes, intellectual conversation. I did
everybody
not
watching
notice you stuff.
everybody watching this is just staring at him like, do they know this motherfucker is passed out right now? Wonder how long he's been passed out. In
Man.
fact, when I go back and edit this shit, I'm gonna start a timer on the bottom of the screen for how long he was fucking asleep, just so
Yes,
we can find out.
let's do that. That sounds good. I
Because
like
So
I
that.
said, what about for you?
What's up?
What about for you? Is it a buy before the new year?
PlayStation 5, all right. And the reason why we're talking about this is because we all thought
No,
you're not gonna buy it before New Year.
I'm not
What
gonna
about
buy it right off the bat. I'm gonna be waiting.
what about the sale, the holiday sale that they're gonna do? You're not even gonna attempt the holiday sale?
No, I think my plans include I'm just gonna be saving up for a PC. And I am at the last second, my mind would change if something drastic occurred to make it change, but because I'm like that, I sometimes I change my mind at the last second. I can't help it. You guys know that. I mean, when you play with me, sometimes you see me do weird stuff in the middle of a raid. It's because I'm changing my mind on the fly or something. But like, so in that sense, like I think I'm gonna be saving up for PC, bro. I this console war thing, bro, it was so overhyped this time, like that I felt like it was a little stressful. And I felt like you don't really need to worry about this kind of issue in when you have a PC. Like, just it's just waiting for new hardware to come out, you know what I mean? Or waiting for updates to come out for your PC. And with consoles, it shouldn't be this stressful to be like, oh, let's see, I'm gonna pick the Xbox or I'm gonna pick the PS4.
Yeah. You're sitting there
It
like,
almost feels
Well,
like
well,
it
okay.
breaks
well, guys, it's
friendships at
almost
one
six
point. You know what
years.
I mean?
It's almost 6 years. What are you
Let
choosing?
me
What are you
Yeah,
choosing next?
and let's talk
let me
about
ask you this then.
how it locks you into libraries. Like it puts you in a library sense. Like every game that I can think of that I have right now is on my PS4, and it's with Sony, and I can probably at one point or another bring that to the PC with some kind of PS Now servers or something like that, or something like in the cloud. It'll probably be able to see like my licenses are valid and let me play the game. But um, damn, like yeah, I don't
All
know,
right.
man.
So let me
Lost
ask
your
you
train of
this:
thought.
how long
Yeah.
has it been since you've been a PC gamer?
I want to say, well, I've always been like on and off because like Joey's had her PC for quite some time, and so like every now and then I'll jump on there and I'll play a game of Hearthstone or I'll like jump on. I'll jump on Destiny, but like I can't access certain content because I only have like the
We got it
base
all on
game
PlayStation.
unlocked on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I can only access like basic things. So I just like I play it to see like
Same
how
thing for
vibrant it
me,
looks,
bro.
and it looks so much better on PC.
Yeah, it's the same thing for
It
me.
was just it was such an experience. So like I've been on and off, and I notice the differences. I don't. I think for me, it's more the stress of trying to always pick a side with consoles. That's just got me just like I'm putting consoles to the side for a little
I
bit and just going
have
PC.
I have a very straightforward mindset about this whole console war. Like I've always said, what console war? That doesn't even fucking register in my brain. Like I said, when it
I
comes
It's
to
agree.
not so much a
consoles,
console war. It's like it's just like it's just it's picking a side on something. You know what I mean? I
like
just want something that is universally acceptable. Like all games will eventually come out on PC now, so it's like
mhm.
I feel like that's that one universal thing that you can
Well,
interchange. You can
Sony's
have a
trying
PC built
that.
for any
Like
purpose you want.
you got to
You know, you
remember,
can have a
like
gaming
most
or for media
games,
production or something.
most s- Sony exclusives, PlayStation exclusives are just exclusive to PlayStation. But I know there are a couple games that they ported to PC. Um,
They're doing the whole like timed exclusive now. That's
right.
been their big thing. The only two games I can think of offhand that are Sony exclusives are God of War and Spider-Man.
But
That are
timed
that are
exclusive
recent.
means
Yeah,
they're like
that are
they're
recent.
exclusive for 1 year and then they're just pretty much on every
Yeah,
other
then you
Yeah,
go to
platform at that
PC or
point.
something.
Horizon Zero Dawn
Horizon's
was a
coming to
Sony
PC.
exclusive. It just came over to PC. Yeah. So I think Sony's starting to go more a timed exclusive kind of thing because they realize they can make more money off of it. You know, I mean, God of War has so much hype. How much sales would they get off of it releasing on PC?
Hmm.
You know, people that bought it on
Well, it's that
PlayStation would
it's that
rebuy it for
build up. It's
PC.
that build up that makes people spend money, right? Like you know the game's coming out, it's imminent release, and you're just like ready, so you're willing to spend a little bit more sometimes in that mindset, you know,
I
to
mean,
get that
look at
consumer euphoria of buying a game, and that shit always
look
feels
at
good, bro.
Rockstar's way of handling
Oh,
things.
Red Dead.
They dropped they dropped GTA 5 and Red Dead 2 both as exclusives for consoles for what, a year and a half?
A year for
And then
Red
how
Dead.
many of us bought it on PC? I
You
mean, I
release
own
it as
both
an
on console and
exclusive.
on PC.
You release it as an exclusive, and then like the price occasionally goes down. You know what I mean? And then you get to release it as an a new release all over again
Yeah.
when you unexclusive it.
Yeah, and there are so many PC players out there, that it's great on console. Like Grand Theft Auto on console versus on PC, it's not even the same game.
Fuck yeah. Hell no, it's not the same
Like
game.
just the way the world feels, the number of cars and people just out in the
And
street, the
there's
way
so
the
many more
maps
things you
look,
can do.
and
There's so many
yeah,
more things
it,
you can
it's
do, bro.
it's another game.
Hmm.
Yeah, PC to console is to me is like console to like Nintendo Switch. Where like you ever notice you played like some games on your Switch and you're like, hey, something's missing in the background or something is like rendered really basically. It's that
Why
kind
is
of
my fighting game
of a
playing in 10
jump.
frames per second?
Right.
Yeah, it's that
I
kind
was
of a
about to
jump,
say
you
that. I
know.
was about to
So
say, have you seen Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch? I was about to say that. Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. I mean, so I feel like PC is just gonna be the better route, bro. It's that universal thing, and like I said, you can have a PC for whatever you want nowadays. If you're a media producer and you want to make content, then you can build a PC specifically for that. So, you know, mine's right now it's gonna be for gaming,
And
bro. I want to just max out my settings and just leave it. You know what I mean?
and you know
I don't
you
have to
know
worry about it.
PlayStation 6 is gonna have fucking like Sony Vegas built into it.
See, and that's the thing. Like how much you can't do what you can do with a PC on a console. So like, yeah, it's
Hmm.
you that price factor. It makes sense. It's like, yeah, you're getting something specifically designed for gaming. You're not going to be doing, you know, really deep video editing on your PS5. You know, it's just could the hardware possibly do it? Yeah, but the software's not going to be there for you. So it's going to be like the basic, probably like
It'll
trim and
overload.
crop that it has right now on the PS4.
Yeah, it might
You know,
overload.
but
Yeah,
on a PC you can do that and so much more.
that's where I stand on this console launch too. If I can get my hands on a 3080 before I get
Yeah,
my hands on a PlayStation 5, it's whatever I can get a hold of first is what I'm
yeah,
going to
whatever's
purchase
like the most
for the
convenient,
holiday.
right?
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer to get the 3080, but
So what you're
if
saying
PlayStation's going to be easy to get a
is
hold of.
there's a chance.
And I mean, part of me wants to, wait until next year because they're going to bring out a 3080 Ti and a 3090 Ti next year. Which, I mean, what's going to do to the price? Is it going to go up or is it going to drop these prices down? We won't know till next year.
Yeah.
I mean, $800 for a graphic card that can 8K game is.
It would be interesting to see like the consoles and the PC kind of get into a thing where like right around when the new cards come out, the consoles will like slightly lower in price as a way of like saying, yeah, you could spend all that money on a card, but you could also save $100 on buying a console.
Well, yeah, like right now the big demand item is the 3080 to $800, and you're looking at a PlayStation 5 for $400 and $500. It kind of is that way.
Yeah, it's
It becomes. What do you want?
I think at the end of the day, it becomes a matter of convenience for most folk. Like it's gonna be
For most people,
what.
yes.
Yeah, like what do I have the funds for right now that's gonna keep me entertained right now? It's gonna have a decent library, but I mean, when even on a PC, I mean, how does like a service like GeForce play into that though? Because now doesn't Nvidia have that service where you can essentially play really high end games via the cloud on any old PC now?
Now that's the thing that it's still going to be another console generation or two before that becomes a mainstream thing. Stadia is like that too. It's internet connection, and it's how much you can push through your bandwidth.
How big is the Stadia? I mean, not how big is the Stadia.
Yeah.
Like, do we know anyone with a Stadia? Do we know anyone
don't.
that's seen it in action? That's physically seen how the
Well, it
Stadia
has
runs?
like a founders edition of Stadia.
Founders edition. Anybody that's actually seen the shit.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
I
No,
have
I don't.
not. I don't know anyone personally that has one, bro. Like the concept to me at the time, I was having that thought. I was like, man, internet's just not good enough for that right now.
Right.
Like it
I
just
don't know if
wasn't.
you
It's
heard.
not ready for cloud, bro. I don't know if we're gonna be waiting for Elon Musk's satellites to give us some sort of superior kind of bandwidth over here or something. But I just
Okay.
don't feel like it's
Okay.
it's good, bro. It's not
Sure.
that good. Like cloud is hard, bro.
That's why he's
Yes.
going to Mars,
I'm
man. So
about to
we
say,
can
yeah.
put fucking internet on Mars, bro.
Let's see Elon
For
focus on
real.
internet on Earth. Sure. Um, I don't know if you heard about the Amazon console that's supposed to be coming out, or that's supposed to be
Yeah, I've
making.
heard
Yeah, what
rumors.
was that? I gotta look that up real quick because that I heard about that. They're also
Hmm
trying to do something similar to Stadia, right? Like, but
Do your thing,
they're
son.
making
Do
kind of
your
big
thing
promises, right?
where you Google things and tell the people
Yeah,
about them.
bro. Yeah. Let's see.
On the other hand, um,
Oh, Luna Cloud Gaming. That's what it
that's what it's
is.
called. Yeah.
Amazon's Luna Cloud Gaming. Yeah.
On the other hand, Wolf in the corner looking like Kendrick Perkins.
This guy.
No.
He looked like he went around with Tyson, bro.
He woke up there for a minute, kind of looked around, was like, "Where the fuck am I?" and fucking passed back out.
What are they doing?
That guy.
What are they doing? Are they on my computer?
That boy is in a dream right now. Like
Oh
this is
well,
so
I'll go night night.
Kansas.
Had a... All right, you said it's called the Luna
Yeah, I think it's kind of, I'm looking
Luna
it up right
Cloud.
here. Amazon Luna. It says Amazon's Luna offers all you can play access to different selections of game as part of separate channels, which sounds almost like a cable service. But at launch, you can only subscribe to one channel, Luna Plus. And if you're accepted as an early, and I guess that's only if you're accepted as an early access user. So it's probably like they've been testing this out with some people, I imagine.
Does it say anything
Oh,
about?
look here. It says they will be offering game like Ubisoft games, so I imagine they'll have like Assassin's Creed, which makes sense because I could see that game being cloud based in pretty much any
What,
of them.
Valhalla? Is that what they're talking about? Valhalla? Or are they talking about
I don't know
one
if
of the
it's gonna
older
have
games?
Valhalla, but I imagine it's gonna have the one that was in Egypt and what was the other one that came out after
Odyssey and
that?
Origins.
Odyssey.
The Greek one. The
I
Odyssey and
really did
Origins.
enjoy Odyssey. Really enjoy
Um,
yeah.
Odyssey. Good game.
did they
Let me
say
see
anything
here.
about a release date or I guess a beta date for that? Considering they're
Well,
doing
you're
testing.
gonna need a controller for it, a custom controller, a Luna controller, and it looks
Of
like
course.
The Verge is saying here it's gonna be $49.99 for the controller, so it's pretty affordable. I mean, for if you have no means of getting your hands on a console or a PC, then cloud
Yeah.
gaming might be the route for you. So, um, if you got that Wi-Fi, let's see here.
think cloud gaming is
They-
the future move? The next
It's
big
going to be
thing?
Yes.
the future, but I don't think it's
Yes.
the absolute like near future. I think it's going to take quite a like maybe even another decade before we get that
Yeah.
cloud gaming that we're all thinking of. That cloud gaming that you see on commercials when they make it seem like you're getting blown out of your chair in some immersive experience.
Yeah, well, you gotta
It's
remember
going to be
it
a while,
was
bro.
it was it was what 6, 7 years ago. Everybody was saying, "What the fuck you mean you're making an all digital console?" Now look at us,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, oh, and I'm looking here, and it looks like the games will target up to 1080p with 4K support coming soon, in quotes here, for some games.
So
So
Sora brings up something
that's
I wanted to ask y'all about.
yeah.
The PlayStation is coming in a digital and a disc
Mhm.
version.
Mhm.
Which one's worth your money? Is it worth $100 per disc?
I think you'd be crazy not to get the disc version, and I think it is worth $100, bro. I mean, it's a
Why?
Blu-ray player. It's a Blu-ray player. It's. I mean, it's not just a Blu-ray
That
player. I
boy getting
imagine it has
comfortable.
some
He
sort
turned the
of kind
other
of
way.
what do you call that when something's I imagine it has some sort of proprietary use for the actual games too. It's probably something
Well,
about
and so
something
so
unique
me
to
and Sora
Sony.
talked about this the other day.
Mhm.
How many games on disc do you own from this generation?
I'm talking to you, Sin, not me.
Not many,
Yo,
bro. I
how
know, I
long
know,
was
no,
that?
no. Yeah, not many.
We don't
Honestly,
know. We're gonna count it in
a
the
matter of
video,
fact,
though.
I would say my library is mediocre, and that's mine and Joey's library put together. You know what I mean? Like we buy certain games, and I think we've bought them on like a whim more than
But
like
most of them are
digital.
all digital, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I see a game, and I'm just like the convenience of just buying, right there and
So
then downloading it. Can't beat it.
the only reason I can see for paying an extra $100 for console is if you are a DVD collector. Do you collect 4K Blu-ray? Most people don't.
Actually,
Most people have
yeah.
streaming
Well,
services.
in that sense, yeah. Every now and then we'd like to buy certain movies. Like we have the whole Alien trilogy, like the premium Blu-ray one that came out like a little
I'm the
while
same
ago.
way.
That's crazy.
I'm the
We
You
same
we
way.
know,
went
Like
like
if
in,
it's a
we went into this.
movie,
This was our conversation too.
yeah.
The exact
If it's
conversation.
a movie I know I want, I'll buy it on Blu-ray.
yeah,
I,
absolutely.
I
I mean,
want to
there's
have it.
certain things that like you want them in the highest quality possible, and that is buying a disc, bro. You're not gonna get any. You're never gonna get premium. You know that the quality that gives you goosebumps on. You're never gonna get that over the internet. You're gonna get that when you buy it on a Blu-ray, and you're
Well,
gonna
you
enjoy
you
it, bro.
totally will once they get past these bandwidth restrictions because this whole
Precisely, yeah.
COVID thing set them back quite a bit.
And a lot of ISPs are like, they'll like, don't they'll say they'll give you unlimited, bandwidth, but eventually even that unlimited bandwidth is throttled,
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
especially with more people using the internet nowadays, I can't imagine anyone's internet speed is exactly what they're being offered when they get that paper, that little special. No one's getting those kind of data rates right now, man.
Yeah,
No.
oh for sure. So I mean, okay, so take this. You have an Xbox One S 4K Blu-ray player. That's pretty much all my Xbox does now. Is
Mhm.
it worth that $100 to get a PlayStation 5 with the same thing?
Yeah.
Now that you put it that way, because
At
like I
the end of
said,
the
my
day,
Xbox has been a paperweight. That's something I could use it for. That's something I
Yeah,
could
it's
use it
it's a
for.
4K Blu-ray player. That's all it is for me these days.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy an Xbox specifically for that function. I'm not even remotely interested in the Xbox
Well,
anymore
no. Well, all right.
now that I've seen those issues.
If
Well,
you're
I
gonna,
know, but I already have a One S. It
Okay.
has a 4K Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Is
Don't
it
you
worth $100 to
don't you
get a
have the
PlayStation
newer
5 with
model
this?
PlayStation 4, Sin?
Okay. I see what you're saying. So you're saying you buy the digital version because your Xbox One S already does the
Already has a
function
Blu-ray.
that you'd be
Yeah,
needing. Yeah, but I would think that there is some proprietary benefit that we're not being told about regarding the
you think get better
Sony's
quality
built-in.
standards.
Yeah, with their games, I'm thinking that there's some sort of
is there a
technology that
reason why
makes it
it's a hundred
read those
dollars
games
extra?
better. Well,
Well, you're
I mean,
you're you're saying that like you think the games off the disc will play better?
yeah, I think that like in
No,
some sense
no.
that
Okay.
there'd be some sort of benefit, bro.
No, no, not at all.
If it
Those
literally is
discs.
just a Blu-ray player, like you're just saying, like it's a 4K Blu-ray player and that's its only function and it serves no benefit in any of the games or any other function, then yeah,
Right,
I would
so
just say get the digital.
you gotta remember this: a standard Blu-ray disc holds on average 40 gigs. A dual layer Blu-ray disc, which is more money than they're willing to spend per disc, holds up to 80 to 100 gigs. So to save money, they almost always go with a single layer standard Blu-ray, which holds about 44 gigs. Most games can't fit on that. So
Okay.
basically, what they're doing is they're making the discs an unlock code. It's basically just a key you put in your drive and then you download the rest of the game. Because even most games that are on discs these days have a huge download with them. Like you're downloading half to 3/4 worth of the game offline, and the disc is just basically an unlock code.
Hmm.
And I mean,
I
you
think.
can resell that unlock code, but GameStop's
What
dying, so
about
where are you going to sell it at?
what about when you factor in
You
like
can
well, this
you
is
can
not for
sell it at
everybody,
movie
but what
style.
about when you factor in resale down the road? Like, don't you think the console with the disc player is going to be worth more resale if you ever
I don't
choose
know
to,
about you,
get
but I
rid of your
never
console?
resell my consoles.
Some people do. Some people go through consoles like that, bro. I mean, I've met some people
Really?
that go do that like they do with graphics cards. The second a new one comes out, they'll sell the old one, use the funds from that with accrued savings that they've had while having the preset card, and they'll use that to buy the next one.
I
So
mean,
some
yeah,
people.
I'm sure the PlayStation with a disc drive will be worth a little bit more, but if we're talking like GameStop standards, it's probably like $20.
That's true. Yeah, you would have to private sell it. GameStop. I'll give you a
That's probably
cheeseburger.
something you'd have to do an eeBay sell for.
I'll give you a
Something you'd probably have to
4-layer
do eBay sell
burrito.
for.
You don't even make a
Game.
4-layer burrito.
I feel like the clerk would just kind of like look down to the side and be like pick up like an eraser head and just be like, here you go, buddy. Is that good?
I got this
Is
for
that
you.
good? Oh no, you want something else? Hold on. I got like a half a drink here. There you go. There you go, buddy. I
I got,
can't go if I go higher than this. I got to bring the manager in, man. I can't. Don't make me do that, man. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's yeah. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is, man.
if manager comes in, did you offer him the eraser head?
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I offered them the eraser head. Which one did you offer them? The one with the Pokeball? Yes, the one with the Pokeball. No one resists the Pokeball.
All right, guys, we're pushing an hour and a half. Does anybody have any
Yep.
final remarks, closing statements? Topher, you're up at top. You got anything?
Final remarks. Wolf is gone.
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, wolf, literally. He's like, wolf down, guardian down.
He probably heard that and just dipped. Up, wait, up,
Oh, he's coming back.
That
up.
was
Oh,
quick,
there
man.
he
That
is.
wasn't.
There he is.
He must be in a public event area because that was the quickest respawn ever, bro.
All right, Topher, you got
Nah,
anything?
nah. For closing, man, just thank you guys for having me on. It's always a blast getting talk with everybody.
Anubis.
Um, aside from everything we talked about, I think we pretty much hit everything that I wanted to talk about. Uh, I think this
Including the
console
bullshit.
war is. Yeah, I mean, I think this console war is pretty cut and dry this time around. I
Hmm.
think Xbox is falling by the wayside, and I think they're going to struggle to find a lot of sales this time around. I'm sure they're going to sell well enough to maybe make another sequel, but I didn't think that they were going to stay in this business for a long time, anyways. And the thing that worries me about that is once it's down to Sony, Xbox or Microsoft comes in and does certain components for Sony, and then you got Sony Nintendo, and they already want to jack prices up. So I know this next console generation prices are going to be $70 for most games. So what
Ooh,
happens when they have no competition? Does it go to 80, 90, $100 per game?
See, man, but
ooh,
games are so much cheaper on Steam, bro.
they are.
Yeah,
They go on sale
PC,
that's
more
my
bro.
often.
concern.
PC,
They
bro.
go on sale more often too.
Sin, hold on. Wolf, do you have anything to say for this podcast at all?
Hold on, are we doing closing?
Yes, we're doing
No,
closing. It's been an hour and a half. It's
Fuck.
been an hour and a half. You've been asleep for like an hour.
Bruh, that's the most I've slept in 2 fucking days. That shit was lit.
Man had himself
Like
a mini coma.
fucking the console wars, man. competition is necessary, but when it becomes obvious that there is no competition, that's when you do see those jumping prices, and that's when people start trying. When you only have one supplier that's reliable, that's when that one supplier gets a big head and he starts talking slick at the fucking mouth because he knows he's got a monopoly. So hopefully,
He's talking from experience, folks.
Yeah, Sin taught me. Fucking.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Don't bring me into this.
Hopefully,
I told you what I did.
both those suppliers get their shit together, or rather, that second supplier gets his shit together. Because without that competition, that's what gives.
Fucking funny.
That's what gives you shit like EA. EA was the sports name for a minute. They were the guys that was like, hey, if I'm buying a sports game, I'm buying Madden, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm buying
EA Sports.
It's
Just
in the game. And fucking, it got to the point where EA knew they had such a monopoly on that shit that they were like, man, I'm about to make you pay $10 extra just to use Darth Vader in this fucking game. Fuck you gonna do? EA started just shitting on us because they were like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Where else you gonna go? You'll go back to playing NBA Street or something, dickhead? Like, there was nothing we could do about it.
Shit, NBA Street was EA.
Oh yeah, it damn sure was.
What are you gonna do? Go buy some Reggie? I own that too.
Literally, that was the situation. That's the situation. Right
Exactly. What you gonna do? Go buy some fucking mid? I own that shit too.
Okay. Sin, you got anything? Wolf is going off on some shit. I don't know,
Look,
man.
guys, I finished my sloth.
And it only took an hour and a half.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Got a little plant there too. It's not a lumber.
We call those flowers, not plants. I know it is a
flower.
plant,
It is a flower.
but you're gonna confuse people. Said
that's only something a drug dealer would say.
Oh my gosh. So closing remarks. Don't get so crazy over button changes. That's a good message to take away. It's not that serious. Come on, if you're a hardcore gamer, you'll adjust to anything. Yep, it's think of it as hard mode. Say you're playing it on hard mode now.
Still all Japan. It's hard mode, bro.
Pretty much, bro. And as far as consoles, I mean, hey, if you enjoy having a fireplace, get an Xbox. If you enjoy having a
Sorry, gotta correct you. 2 fireplaces.
2 fire. Yes. Was that the quote? Was that the exact quote? 2 fireplaces. Oh my. So if you need something to roast your weenies, over an open fire, then get yourself an Xbox, and then if you want to, get yourself a what sounds to be a meaty, beefy, and very cool running system, get yourself PS5. Or just do what I'm doing and wait and buy yourself a PC because, like I said, I think that's the future lifestyle there, man. I think the console. I think this is the last run of the console, man.
Started.
No, I understand that, but what I'm saying, I think the consoles are going to fade away from here, man. I think these are the last consoles we're going to see.
Not even 5 years ago, they were saying that PC gaming is dead.
No, man. I think it's a lie. I think they took it to another level with these new cards, bro. And I think they're just gonna keep. They understand the results they come from just putting everything into these cards. Man, these cards are powerhouses. So it's really cool. I think
got its power back when they introduced streaming. When people started streaming, that's when people started really digging back in. They started really biting their teeth back into PC games because it became you're watching Monster Hunter. And now you're watching a guy do the little hand gestures and shit with a secondary camera. You're seeing him click the mouse and shit. It's like, oh, that looks really skillful. That looks more skillful than using a controller. I'm going to watch this guy. And then PC became more and more popular. It was already getting more popular as it was because titles are cheaper. Titles go on sale more. Titles are easier to get your fucking hands on. You only got one thing. When's the last time you heard a motherfucker say, oh, I play PC, but I only play fucking this brand of PC. PC is PC, and that's where the
it's universal, man. It's universal. That's the cool thing about PCs, man. You can have a PC for whatever you want. You just can't do whatever you want with the console, man.
There is fucking part elitist out there. I mean, if you ask me, I'm only buying an EVGA fucking video card, or
Yeah, that's
Asus
part
Asus
elitism
is
though.
okay.
Yeah.
That's part elitism though. Nowhere are you gonna catch a guy being like, oh yeah, I'm a better PC gamer than you just because I own this specific PC. They're gonna be like, so what are you using yours for? Oh, I use mine for editing a lot of editing on mine. Oh yeah, I mainly use mine for gaming, so I went with, and that's conversation.
And that
A
motherfucker
lot
pulls
of
out his dick and slaps you and says he got a fucking Titan card.
yeah, he does shit like that. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
And touching back on another thing, Cyberpunk 2077. I'm gonna be very upset if that game is as open and barren as Final Fantasy 15 was, because I remember having such anticipation, and then I was just so upset at how like everything was so spaced apart in the game. And this map that I'm looking at, it just looks like I don't know. It feels like it's about the same size as a Final Fantasy 15 map, but like with more city area to it,
Yeah.
more condensed.
They're
So
saying
I'm
what
hoping
it's
there's a
missing.
lot to do, man.
They're saying what it's missing in space from Witcher 3, it makes up in verticality. There's a lot of
I really hope
towers and stuff to go in. So
I really hope that there's just a lot of routes to take. You know, I like games where the character can really just develop, and you kind of feel like your character is your custom character at the end of the story. So
yep. Well,
that's what I'm
it
hoping
definitely
for.
has no shortage of custom.
But
characters.
man, if that game just crashes, bro, if it's just like, you know, if people just play it and it's just Garbo from day one, bro, I'm gonna be like so bummed out, because I feel like that's the hype one right there. I feel like that's gonna make a lot of gamers happy.
Am I
You
the
know what I
only one
mean?
buying
Like,
it on PC?
I think this is what they need, man.
No, I'll
Yeah.
probably buy it on PC as well.
I'm buying mine on PC.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
I mean, I'll have to get mine on console because I don't have my PC yet, but we'll see.
Right.
You know, down the road I'll buy it all over again if I need to. I'm sure it'll be on sale on PC by the time I get it. So.
Well, I mean, the reason I'll get it on PC is for possible future mods. I don't use many on Witcher 3, but there are a few I use to get rid of the fucking little cutscene before you load with the what's his name?
The dude that talks.
The yeah, I cut that shit out. Yeah, I cut Dandelion shit out. I have a mod that allows you to jump in water. Like you're barely in a fucking puddle, you can't jump. That shit drove me crazy. You know,
do
just
that
the
with the
little
PC.
things that are dumb.
You
Little
can't mod anything on a console, man.
Yeah.
You're stuck.
That's
Well,
why
I
I
mean,
put it on
like,
PC.
what was it? Was it the Skyrim? Didn't that eventually have like little mods you could turn on there?
Yeah, behind the
On the
paywall.
Jesus
PlayStation?
Christ, dude.
Behind
But they weren't like it.
the
No,
meatiest of paywalls, bro.
no,
It's not even
Skyrim.
it's not even all, like good mods. So I have Skyrim on PS4. I don't know if you do.
I don't know about Skyrim. I know Fallout
I'm mainly
4
using the weight
on
one.
Fallout. All
PlayStation
right,
4
so
has free mods.
Yeah, so Fallout 4 has a few free mods, but it's still the majority of them are behind the paywall. Um,
I know Xbox is a lot better for the free mods for Fallout 4. That's a
Definitely.
whole other conversation.
See, but
though.
that's the thing. Like,
That's a whole other
you gotta
conversation.
build it into the game. Like, these console developers are just never gonna let people just have open reign to put mods on games, and that's why I feel like another win for PC right there, man. I can change a game around if I really feel like putting the effort in. You know, can't do that with a
Yeah, if I
console.
want boobies, I get boobies.
okay, I got
I
one
mean,
more question. I got one more question.
yeah, go ahead.
Because we keep branching off, even though I said closing statements. All right.
No. We
Do
go
you
all day,
think
baby, all
do
day.
you think that now that there are articles circulating about the Xbox being really hot, that they're gonna change their concept of the console? I'm not saying it's gonna
What?
be changed, but I'm not saying it's gonna
It's that
change
costing.
before launch, because it's too late for that shit.
You saying like, are they gonna
We're
make
pushing
revisions in
we're
the
pushing
future in future
deadlines.
editions?
Yeah, well, like fast, because as of right now,
Oh, I don't.
if they don't
No,
change
that's hopeful,
anything, and
man.
they're putting out this console that everybody already knows is probably most likely gonna overheat. You know what I mean? No one's gonna
Yeah,
want to
Straight
buy
yeah.
that.
up, they're
No one's
not
gonna
going to
want to
do
buy that.
anything about it until the Xbox Series Y comes out, which will be an updated version of this console.
And that's gonna
They
be
ain't going to
next
do anything
year.
in the
And how far is that down the road?
2 years.
Uh,
2 years.
See, look, so automatically you're gonna be dealing with 2 years of being upset with the console, bro. This might just be. The real question is, it's obviously going to be a bit of a flop since people are already complaining about it.
And it's not even out yet.
And they're
Right.
obviously going to have to wait 2 years for it. So the question is, can Microsoft survive that kind
Right,
of damage?
straight up. This is the same company that had the Red Ring of Death on the Xbox 360 and
I was gonna
still
mention that.
won a
True,
console
true,
war.
true.
Okay, they still outsold the PlayStation 3. They don't care.
So the past tells us that they'll be able to survive it. Now if they do make another revision after Y, I mean I would just think they're just gonna make it bigger, bro. They're gonna take from what their competitors doing and run with it. I think
Yeah,
they're gonna
absolutely.
make they're gonna
All they
make a
had to do was make
version
it
of
bigger.
it that's called like the Xbox Series Super or something, and that's gonna be like and it'll be nice and confusing because it'll have another S word at the end. So to just like when people say Xbox S, it's just gonna be really confusing.
Oh
Because
Jesus,
there
that's a
there
whole
was
other
some
topic about
confusion
the whole
recently with the
fucking.
pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a whole
So
other.
so I could just see him, some Series Super, and it's gonna be this huge Xbox, bro. And you're just gonna be like, that's what you should have released day one. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's
I
where you
agree.
should have gone. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for being here as usual. You
Absolutely.
the homies.
Yeah.
It's time for y'all to get on Destiny because your assistance
Oh
is
yeah,
needed.
man.
Sten, you piece of shit. Um,
Yes. What am I running through you guys now? What am I running y'all through now?
I think for sure Whisper. I think for sure Whisper at least
Oh, we're
today.
doing a whisper run. Okay,
Um,
yay.
yeah.
So
So
let's jump in.
shit. I want to thank you guys for helping out with the podcast.
Yeah.
As usual,
It's
the
it's it's
homies.
awesome being on here, man. Thank you.
Always enjoy it.
Sure. I can't say the same for Wolf. He fell asleep, so obviously he don't like being here. Um,
Oh yeah.
so whether you are listening to this on Spotify, watching this on Facebook or YouTube, thanks for the view. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the motherfucker because if you don't, then I won't get paid. But really, I won't. I fucking won't. I
I
won't get
mean,
paid.
being
Oh man.
straightforward with you.
Oh man. Make sure you follow all the links. Elevates are everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Thanks. Hey, Wolf, did you already do? Yeah, I asked you about closing statements, didn't I? I completely forgot because you were asleep the whole fucking time. So All right, we're done.